Shalom, everybody. All praise to the Most High and nobody else. So a friend sent me this video and I watched it like 2-3 days ago. And when I watched it, well, before I even watched it, when I had pushed the stop button for it to play, it like came to me in my head, like a thought, like the Bible describes the voice of the Most High. You know, it said, the voice said, well, he said, his voice said, the Most High's voice said, there's devils in that tower. I merely thought to myself, but of course when the Most High is speaking to you in this way, which is the way he speaks to you, and you think back, but you really, you know, I was just thinking to myself, I wasn't really trying to think, you know how you pray to him or talk to him in your mind, or you say it, or you talk to him out loud. I wasn't trying to do that at the time. I was just trying to think to myself, no way, that's not possible. Like, that can't be possible. Not possible, right? That's what I thought. But immediately when I said, it was like, not immediately, like a couple of seconds later, the same thing happened. There's devils in that tower. So what that says, all praise to the Most High.
It rises from the earth like a giant fist, stretching out to strike the sky. A colossal, 900-foot shaft of rugged rock, one whose very name conjures notions of both awe and dread. Devil's Tower.
Devil's Tower is remarkable because you can drive across these sedimentary plains, see nothing but flat ground for miles and miles, and then this tall, dark tower emerges as you drive towards it. There is nothing like it in the surrounding area. The rock has a grayish, even a greenish gray color. And so as you approach Devil's Tower, it's a distinct, stark contrast to the sort of tans and browns of the surrounding sedimentary rocks.
Located in northeastern Wyoming, Devil's Tower was declared America's very first national monument in 1906 by President Theodore Roosevelt, who sought to protect it as an object of scientific interest. Since then, many have asked, what could have caused this massive tower to form?
There are many theories about it, but there's no agreement on what it was that produced this miracle of nature. It is made of volcanic type materials, but there's no other volcanic activity around it. So what caused this thing? We don't know the answer to that question. It's a really interesting conundrum.
Is Devil's Tower really a miracle of nature? Something that simply cannot be explained by natural and scientific laws? Sorry, but that explanation is simply not good enough.
As much as we like to walk around with the confidence that we know this planet and we understand the planet we live on, there seems to be nothing but mystery on this planet. We don't understand how to predict earthquakes. We don't understand how lightning travels. There's so many questions that we have about what produces the forces of nature.
Some have suggested that the key to understanding Devil's Tower is to think of it the way many Native Americans do. Not as a natural formation, but as an unnatural one.
The native peoples of the area have worshipped this tower as an altar of sorts. And many feel like they can climb to the top of this place and get divine inspiration, become empowered. And the question is there some truth to this native legend? That this place is a sacred place on the planet. And it is a sort of altar that allows humans to communicate to the spirits or to the universe or to the gods that they believe in.
To view Devil's Tower, if you want to call it that, Matkotipila is what we call it. It's a sacred place. And when you see it from a certain distance, even then you start to feel the wonder of it, the sacredness of it. And as you get closer and closer, the positive sacred energy starts to build, and you feel it even more when you get to the base of the tower.
I think in the case of Devil's Tower, it is so unusual, it is so anomalous, that it is easy to ascribe a mystical or spiritual attribute to it.
We are going to find things as we continue to observe and search and study the earth that we had no idea how they got there, what type of physical process created them, and we're going to learn new things all the time.
Is it Devil's Tower that is unnatural? Or is it our own limited understanding of nature that produces the confusion? Perhaps Devil's Tower exists to keep mankind humble, as a reminder that we still have a lot to learn.